Hi guys. So today I'm going to discuss with you the 7 fastest growing businesses in Zambia today. These are the great businesses that are doing great. Basically, these are the businesses that are just, driving the economy of Zambia. I say, if we can just look at it nicely, we'd find that these are the businesses that are driving the economy of Zambia, right? So if at all you are considering to invest into something, if at all you are considering to invest in a particular business, I believe these are the good businesses that you can actually use to, these are the businesses that you can invest into. So without further ado, let us jump into the video. The first on my list is actually real estate. Real estate, right? So with the increase of population right now, just 10 years ago, Zambia was actually sitting at around 13 million people, right? But of today, 2024, Zambia is now considered to have a population of about, 20 million. Okay, so that is almost twice the previous census population results that came out, right? So if at all you are considering into investing into something, I believe that real estate is one of them on the list, because with the increase of this population, there is demand for housing. You see, there is demand for shopping malls. There is demand for shops for land and all that. People need places where to live. People need places where to work from, and these places, as people increase, there are going to be so scarcity. So if at all there is a consideration into something, I think this is the best one, because there is just too much competition into that area. So if you consider doing real estate, this one will never be a long business. It will always be a great business. On a personal level, why I love this real estate business is because it's not like these other businesses, like maybe you'd say no, the business is bad and all that stuff. With real estate, there is nothing like that. Like landlords in Zambia are just crazy, I'm telling you. Like, they know they own the land. Anyway, they know they own the houses. So like whether your business was moving okay, whether your business wasn't, you just have to pay rent at home. You just have to pay rent at the shop. Whatever, they don't care how your businesses was. You just have to pay. And one of the advantages is that some of the shops right here in Zambia, people even pay in dollars. Like, a shop, someone is renting a shop $1,000, $3,000. So if at all you can come up with these real estates, you build homes, you build shops and all that, it will actually create a very good business for you. Okay, so that is business number one. Okay, number two on the list is actually healthcare services. Healthcare services. Everybody in Zambia will agree with me that we actually have very poor health services in Zambia, and that's why you find that when these people that are in big positions, when they when they have a problem, they are not treated in Zambia. They always run out of the country. Why? Because we don't just have those facilities that can actually be of that great standard. Okay, and people are running away from health care that is given by the government. People are always running to private sectors where they can look for the help they need. Right. So if at all someone is there to provide good services, good healthcare services, you'd find that you can have a lot of customers. I'm telling you guys, believe me, almost every day when you go to the clinic, you go to the hospital, there is need for that. You see, just the services that are offered in these public services, I'm not saying anything, but this is the truth. Like they're really pathetic. I've experienced that myself, going to the hospital, and there's no hospitality in itself, and sometimes there's lack of medicine in the hospitals, and people are dying. There's no medicine. You see, so when someone actually comes up with these healthcare facilities, you follow all those requirements, you get the permissions needed, and you start learning these businesses. I believe this is going to be a great business, and it's going to be a great move. And believe me, right here in Zambia, life is not as expensive as you go out of the countries like these other countries in the Europe, USA, and all that. Life is a bit easy here, so it's easy to to put all these facilities to start up all these businesses. It's very easy to do that. Okay, so that is business idea number. Actually, private schools. Private schools. This is also part of the businesses that are actually doing fine in Zambia. Okay, this one, with the coming or the introduction of free education, there is just too many pupils in school. There's just a lot of pupils in school. I'm a teacher myself, and I remember teaching a class that had about 72 children. You see that? And you have, how is it even possible? I mean, how is it possible for someone to actually give attention to each pupil? It's not possible. You see that? And at the same time, there is, this pupil-teacher ratio. We don't have a lot of teachers right now in schools. Though the government even employed, recently there was a recruitment where the government had to recruit of about 30,000 teachers plus. You see that? Though this was done, it was never, it never managed to cave the need, the need for the people, the need for the teachers. You see, so that is why it is important. If at all you consider having a business, just consider opening a private school, because parents will prefer taking their children to private schools. And if you're in Zambia, you've seen this before, like parents pay a lot of money for children to go into private schools, at least where they can be given, special attention, where they can learn better. Okay, and the private schools have been known to produce, have been known to be best schools in producing good results, and just a child as a good pupil at all. You see that? So private schools are really regarded in Zambia because sometimes they feel, okay, I'm a Zambian, so I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we Zambians feel to say government schools do not actually give adequacy, so we prefer taking our children to private schools. So this is also growing with the increase in the population. People have grown, the number of people have grown just too way big. So if at all you consider doing some great, good, big investment, I think opening private school is one of the great things that you can ever do right now in Zambia. Okay. The other and the most common businesses in Zambia is actually mobile money. Mobile money, right? Right now, as we speak, there is somebody right there in the village who doesn't have a bank account, but they have mobile money account. Okay. People are moving away from, not disregarding the banks. The banks are doing a great job. Trust me on that one. But people, the majority of people right here in Zambia, a lot of people have got mobile money accounts as compared to bank accounts. Over the 100 people, you might find that maybe just 20 or 30 people are having bank accounts, but they have mobile money accounts, right? So there is increase in numbers. People have increased. People are using so much mobile money. And this requires, and this brings and opens up an opportunity for a lot of people to actually venture into such businesses because there's just too much, a lot of people. I'm not talking about opening up a booth. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting a real investment in these businesses. You can actually partner with these people. You can actually partner with the MTN, Airtel, and all those. They have generated billions of revenues over a year. They have generated billions of money over just 1 year. And the statistics are shown to say they have increased in billions of monies that they are making almost each and every year. So if at all you consider a big investment, a large investment, consider investing into Airtel money, mobile money, and these other monies in Zambia. All right, guys. So far, if this video is helping you, remember to subscribe there and also like the video so that YouTube can also recommend this video to others, right? The other business idea that is also growing so much right here in Zambia is actually agriculture. Of recent, we just experienced a lot of droughts in some parts of the country. And in fact, almost all the parts of the country, just except some areas. If out of 10, I would say maybe 7 were affected and the 3 were left. So when you are venturing into agriculture, don't be an agriculture who's land-based. Okay, land-based agriculture looking at these climate changes, it can be a little bit challenging, right? But Zambia has got very good climate. Only this year it was hit. All these years, Zambia has just been good. And guess what? In Zambia, we have got very good land, very good fertile land. And it's not like these other countries where you cannot find land. Land in Zambia is cheap, affordable, and sometimes people are just given land. And the land in Zambia is really, really fertile. You cannot go anywhere and fail to farm anything. No matter how bad the land is, but it has a product it can produce. You see that? So the land in Zambia is really fertile, and agriculture is on the move. You know, people need to eat. Like, there's really need for food. Okay? Zambia is a landlocked country, which offers it an opportunity for the large market. Like, maize is exported to Congo, maize is exported to Tanzania, maize is exported to Kenya. You see that? Maize is exported to Burundi, all these other areas that are surrounding Zambia, right? So if you enter into agriculture, you can actually produce a lot of stuffs which can even be, you know, exported to other countries. Zambia right now, it's very poor in exports as compared to imports because it is a landlocked country, right? So if at all you can do this, then it means you can even increase on the exports, right? Putting you on a very good track. The other business idea is actually phone repairing. Woo! This one is whooping the market. This one is growing, it's bulging, it's increasing. You know, repairing of phones. Literally, my grandfather has a phone. My grandmother has a phone. Okay? Everybody, they're having phones. And almost each and every day, these phones are getting buggered. Like, these phones that need repair. Okay? So we can actually venture into that. This business is really growing. Okay? Venture into, you know, screen replacement, battery replacements. And these are the businesses that are actually booming because we are looking at the population. Almost, when you talk about the 20 million people, I'm telling you, the majority of these people have got cell phones, and these phones need repair, okay, as compared to buying the new ones. And right here in Zambia, phones are expensive because they're exported outside. So if you take this side of repairing the phones, then it can help you. You know, you can generate a lot of revenue because you know, you are actually helping people, you know, keeping up with their budgets and all that stuff, right? So last but not the least is actually food business. With all my videos, I've always emphasized that if you actually want to progress, talk about food, okay? Talk about restaurants. Talk about production of food. And in Zambia, we are so, production is really bad. The rate of production is bad. We like consuming. So if at all you're thinking big, you have to talk about you have to talk about, you know, this production of food, like processing of food, processed food and all that stuff. These are the businesses that are growing in Zambia. And I'm telling you, someone might not buy a cloth, but they need to eat. Someone might need to pay rent, but they need to eat. Therefore, someone who's dealing with food business, they are likely to make more money because people are eating every single day, right? So these are the top 7 businesses that are fast and they are growing in Zambia. If this video is helpful, please like and share. Goodbye.